What's good, YouTube? Fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, Real Talk Boxing, and we back at you again. I want to talk about another fight that I don't see hardly anybody talking about, which is going down Friday night on the Zone. Daniel Jacobs versus Gabriel Rosado. I like both of these fighters, and I'm a huge fan of both of these fighters. I've been watching them for a long time. And the one thing that these two fighters have in common, when it comes to stepping up, they both fell short. Now, let's start with Gabriel Rosado. I've seen this dude fight Glenn Tapia, Joshua Clottey, David Lemieux, Triple G. He's the ultimate blood and guts warrior, man. He has the heart of a lion and the heart of Rocky Balboa. I've seen this dude take punishment and come back. I've seen this dude come back from crazy, nasty cuts, get off the canvas and still perform well. I like him, man. Very soft-spoken, but well-spoken young man. Always in shape, comes to fight. He is not promiscuous when it comes to boxing. He ain't no hoe. He ain't going to just lay down and give it to you. You're going to have to take it. That's Gabriel Rosado, man. I like the kid a whole lot, man. I really do. I mean, he always comes in shape. He's genetically, blessed. Nice physique, man. The dude's long. He's rangy. He's a boxer puncher / brawler. There's not much bad you can say about him. I mean, win, lose, or draw, his fights are always very, very entertaining. He has a crowd-pleasing style. And that's what I like about Gabriel Rosado. And plus, he's humble. But he has a problem with Daniel Jacobs, man. Gabe says, I didn't come up with the politics, man. I didn't have an amateur background. I started fighting top-level guys straight from the gate. And he had to learn on the job. And he says that Daniel Jacobs was groomed to be in the position that he is now. Well, Gabe, I'm sorry, man. That's not Daniel's fault, man. It's not his fault that he had the right people around him that saw something in him to carry out his career in the way that it should have been. We all have backgrounds as boxers on how we came up and how we made it. And it's not his fault. Gabe says, I don't dislike him. It's just a lack of respect that I have for him because of how he was groomed. I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, because given the same opportunities and the same people that Jacobs had, if Gabriel Rosado had that opportunity and those people around him at the time, the same thing would have occurred, I believe. So I really don't agree with that aspect, and I don't really view that situation the same as Gabriel does. But nevertheless, Gabriel is game, man. He's very, very game. We've seen him in tons of fights. And the thing I like about these fighters both is they're not afraid, man. I love it when someone confronts someone about something. Hey, man, I heard you said this about me. Is this true? What's this trash I hear you talking? Did you say that? Go straight to the horse and get it out the horse's mouth. Now, that's a man. Don't talk behind his back. When it comes time we face to face, don't shake my hand and smile if we have an issue. Let's squash this issue before we get to shaking hands. Oh, you was talking trash about me? And that's what both of these guys did when they met up with each other, man. And I like that. And Daniel Jacobs done it before, too, with one of the Cholo brothers. He saw one of the Cholo brothers just sitting out in the hallway. And he's like, yo, you just a dude I want to see. What's this trash you talking, man? And I respect that in a man. And anybody, period. Whether you're a man or a woman, I respect that kind of stuff, man. So that shows me that these guys don't have no fear in their heart. They walking like they talking. Now let's get to Daniel Jacobs, man. I've been following Daniel Jacobs ever since he was in the amateurs. He came up in the chin checker era. And most of us don't even know what the chin checker era is. Do you know someone by the name of Curtis Stevens? J. Dunn the Dunn Codrington? Alan Green? That's the era he came up in, man. Brownsville, man, where all them rough, rugged fighters come from, man. And honestly, Jacobs came back and revived his career, man. As we all know, he had cancer and he beat cancer. And he fought his way back up to a 2-time world champion, man. But when he stepped up in competition, just like Gabriel Rosado, when he fought Triple G, I thought he had every tool in his bag to beat Triple G. And he could have beat Triple G, but he gave the first 3-4 rounds away because he was afraid. He had fear in his heart for Triple G. I didn't understand that. But the fight was very, very close, and he could have took it all the way. It was a competitive fight against Canelo also. Now, Triple G, they share the same opponent in Triple G, Rosado and Jacobs. As we know, Jacobs got, beat up pretty bad. He was a gang fighter, though. He didn't just quit, but Triple G put it on him. With Daniel Jacobs, he lost what was a split decision when Jacobs should have won that fight. But nevertheless, when they step up in competition, they fall short. And there's one thing that Daniel Jacobs said that I didn't agree with, and I also didn't respect. Daniel Jacobs says that, hey, Gabriel Rosado is jealous of me. There's other opponents that I could have fought, but it's about shutting this man up. It's personal. He didn't earn his way to this. He talked his way to it. Meaning, he doesn't deserve a shot at me on my legacy. He said there's other world champions that I could have fought. Instagram, they're slamming me. People on my team are slamming me. They hate me because I chose to fight Gabriel Rosado. That's not Gabriel Rosado's fault. Yeah, he might have talked his way up to it, but you didn't have to choose him, which you more than likely did. But you said you had an opportunity to fight other world champions, and you didn't do it. So what does that say about you and your decision, Danny boy? You have to be very, very strategic and very, very careful about what you tell the public, because it'll come back and it'll bite you in your butt. So you might want to put a lid on it sometimes, Mr. Danny Jacobs. But either way it go, I'm still excited and intrigued to see this fight. I think, in my heart of hearts, Daniel Jacobs is the better, more technical fighter. I believe that Daniel Jacobs, if Daniel Jacobs fight his fight and not Gabe Rosado's fight, which Gabe is very good at luring in opponents to fight his fight. You don't want to brawl with Gabe. Even though Jacobs can do that, he doesn't really need to do that. He can sit back and box all night. But that may make for a boring fight. But Danny Jacobs can also bang. He's a great counterpuncher. At some point in time, the fight is going to turn into a Gabe Rosado fight. They're going to be slugging it out. But I think with Daniel Jacobs' IQ, he's going to be like, you know what? I can easily box this dude. Counterpunch him all night, make it look good when I want to. Hopefully not make it too boring for the crowd. And outbox Gabe Rosado. I don't know if there'll be any knockouts or stoppage. We all know Gabe Rosado cuts easy. He's had some nasty cuts in his career. He bleeds a lot. So that might be a telltale factor in the fight being stopped or going to the scorecards. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully his face can stay intact and we can get either a crowd-pleasing 12-round fight or somebody gets stopped. Either way it go, I don't believe these guys are afraid of each other. And they're going to come in and they're going to meet head on. But if Daniel Jacobs is smart, he'll do what I just said. Counterpunch, box this dude, turn him, twist him, use your angles, use your legs, get him out of there, or secure the victory via a decision. But technically, I think Daniel Jacobs is better. They both have heart. But like I said, they have one thing in common. When it comes to stepping up in competition, they all fall short. But I see Daniel Jacobs pulling away with this fight, but Gabe Rosado giving it a great go and laying it all out on the line, because that's just who that man is. Blood and guts. Either way it go, I think we're going to be very, very pleased with the outcome. I think the fans will win in this fight. Hopefully. Hopefully. Never mind my opinion. What's yours? Leave a comment below. Are you interested in this fight? Did you even know this fight was happening? Let me know what you think. As always, respect all, fear none. God bless. Till the next time, Real Talk Boxing, baby. We gone.